Hello, what's up? My name is Chad, and this is my vlog for Dr. Drew Brown's Racing Sports in America course. Today I will be discussing Jalen Hurts' new contract, what this means for Lamar Jackson, and trying to place this whole discussion into the larger cultural and historical conversation surrounding the black quarterback in the NFL. So, when Jalen Hurts faced off against Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl this year, it was the first time in history that two black QBs started in the game. Hurts himself, he's only the eighth quarterback in the history of the NFL to start in the Super Bowl. And now, as of April 17th, 2023, he's the highest paid player in the NFL after he signed a 5-year, $250 million extension to the Philadelphia Eagles, complete with a new trade with a no trade clause and $179 million guaranteed. That's dollar bills, y'all. Another way that Hurts has made history, it goes beyond the dollars, it goes beyond the field. It has to do with his representation. His agent, Nicole Lynn, she's the president of football operations at Rich Paul's outfit, Clutch Sports. That's pretty good company. It's LeBron's agent, if you didn't know. This signing makes Nicole Lynn the first black woman to represent a black quarterback no less, in the Super Bowl, but also one of the premier agents in the game, with dollar bills to go along with her skills. Hurts and Lynn are making history, and it couldn't happen to a more deserving quarterback, deserving agent, and more deserving people. So, Jalen Hurts has had to deal with a lot of the issues throughout history that black quarterbacks have dealt with throughout history. Um, this includes punishment for his physical style of play and doubts on whether or not he was capable of processing pro style offenses and breaking down defenses. This is a quarterback that we shouldn't forget was benched at halftime of a national championship game at Alabama for freshman Tua T. You know the rest. Hurts had such a content of character and leadership that he was able to save that same Bama team that benched him. He was able to save their season a year later in the SEC championship game against Georgia in a comeback victory. Hurts was doubted in college and he was doubted in the pros, but he has shut down all doubters and solidified himself as a top five quarterback in the NFC, at least if you're talking to me. And currently, he's the highest paid player in the NFL. So that's an amazing thing. So, what does this mean for Lamar Jackson? Jalen Hurts is making history, and like I said, deservedly so. But what makes Hurts an easier quarterback to get behind? Both he and Lamar are both quarterbacks that benefit from that benefit from and play a large role in their running games. So they play stereotypically and traditionally what we would say as the black quarterback. But this style of play is successful nowadays. It's not necessarily seen through the color lens. Josh Allen and Daniel Jones, they both scramble so much that ESPN and HBO commentator Bomani Jones, he regularly calls Josh Allen Jaheim. So Jalen Hurts plays black, he lives black, he is black. My name is Chad. I'm not questioning Jalen Hurts' blackness, but I am suggesting that he is an easier pill for white mainstream America to swallow because we associate him with and the media coverage surrounding Hurts has utilized the language of respectability. So when we talk about Hurts, he's a hard worker, he's a tenacious, team first grinder, not to mention a coach's son. Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, he's the product of a single mother. He's a flashy former Heisman Trophy quarterback whose sensational play has given him the nickname Action Jackson. This is Steamin' Willie Beeman in the flesh. He put up video game numbers at Louisville, and his rookie deal with the Ravens was also negotiated by a black woman, albeit not an agent. It was his mother, Felicia Jackson. But even that dynamic is viewed in a different lens because it's Lamar. This plays into comments that were made this year by Deion Sanders about the type of family situations that befit quarterbacks. It plays into the politics of respectability and this definition of sportsmanship and gentlemanship that is the tradition that made it okay to glorify somebody like Joe Louis or Jackie Robinson, but also at the same time view Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali, and Allen Iverson as villains and challengers to the status quo. So once more, why not Hurts and not Jackson? Have we gotten to the point where we're okay with a black quarterback just as long as he doesn't act in a way that mainstream America would define as too black? This isn't an attack on Hurts. Once again, he deserves his money. I'm happy that man got paid. He is a player and a person worthy of admiration and respect, and he deserves all the inspiration that we get him. But so is Lamar Jackson. And is the only reason he remains unsigned truly the guaranteed dollars? In many ways, this is the renaissance of the black quarterback. But what will be the mainstream media and fan reaction to that? Will it be acceptable to have somebody like Lamar Jackson who fits more in the mold of Allen Iverson? Or is the only acceptable model the Tim Duncan, the Grant Hill, or the Jalen Hurts? The quiet, hard-working, tenacious grinder. It isn't wrong for Hurts to be like that. He plays the position in what people would say the right way. But what made Lamar's the wrong? This goes into the intersection of race and consumption, but also class and portrayal. And it's important to deconstruct both so as to gain a fully faceted view of the struggle and story of each player, but also how we are being influenced by our own innate biases, either implicit or explicit, and how that affects our sports consumption and the way that we talk about these athletes. So, on that note, pay that man, Baltimore. Pay him. And thank you guys very much.